Hello again, and welcome to Planet Earth. This is Devonshire, Mr. Froddo. I ain't been outside the Shire before. I've been told I need to share with you that which I know and I've learnt over the years. So where do we begin? That thing up in the sky there, apparently that's the sun. And we're told that the sun, where's it gone? There it is. We're told that the sun is on fire. Well, a few points about this. First of all, where's the smoke? Secondly, if space is, as they tell us, a vacuum, how can you have a fire in a vacuum? The more you learn, the more you find out that basically everything we've been told is simply incorrect and not true, and contradicts that which people have been told for thousands of years. Apparently the sun is sending out electromagnetic energy, not nuclear fission or fusion, electromagnetic energy. And NASA and the forces that be will point out we are moving through a photon band at the moment, and the sun does not just sit there and spin round, it spirals up and down and in and out. And at the moment the sun is as far up and as far towards us as it can possibly be. Hence all this weather, you see. Nothing to do with your pollution. This is a natural thing which has been prophesied and predicted for a long time. And people are telling us there's going to be a solar flash from this. There's going to be EMFs, a pulse sent out by the sun, which is going to source everything else. We're going about giving your power away to something or someone. Well, I suppose if you're going to do that, nothing better than give your power to the sun. So what else I've realised? As you look down there, people say, what a lovely view, but most of this is grass. Most of the fields in Britain, 90% of our land use is to feed animals, not to feed people, to feed animals, which then feed people if you're a carnivore. Personally, I can't eat grass. I can't eat grass. I haven't got 4 stomachs. And what we're going to have to do is change all this. Grow hemp instead of grass. I can eat that kind of grass. And I can make milk out of it with no pollution whatsoever. No slurry, no carbon monoxide being farted into the air. No need for any of this nonsense. So it's not solar panels which are taking away land use. It's cows and sheep. I noticed our new king promoting our sheep farming industry the other day, and I read it's worth nearly £300 million a year. Is that all? To basically destroy my land. Where's my trees gone? There's some over there. 300 million. This is peanuts. This is absolutely nothing to destroy most of our countryside. Green and unpleasant land. And I can't walk there. That's owned by someone. That's owned by somebody. That's owned by somebody else, you see. So what else is going on? There's going to be the solar flash, and we're all going to move into another dimension, apparently. And all shall be well. Here in Britain, we've got a new Prime Minister. Don't trust Liz. And within a week, we've seen why, if anyone questions, why are the Tory party so castigated, despised, and frankly hated by so many people? And we saw it again only this week, because they rob from the poor to give to the rich. And there's a lot of millionaires and billionaires online embarrassed, saying, I've got enough money, I really don't need any more. Not what it's taken away from people on benefits and on very low pay. So yes, again, we've seen the true agenda in Britain. Take from the poor, give to the rich. And you may think this is some lefty diatribe. Well, that well-known anarchist left-wing group, the International Monetary Fund, have been on the phone saying to the Tories, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Causing a run on the markets and on the sterling. And this is the party of business, is it? This is the party that knows about money. Really, is it now? So we've got great changes going on. The Conservative Party seems to think they're the Chelsea Football Club of politics. If you sack the boss every year, you can somehow keep everything going. Well, that's just on a political level. There's lots of wonderful changes happening, so I keep being told, and we just need to sit tight. Another thing I've been told time and time again is about the power of forgiveness. I think this is some kind of poncy, kind of fluffy Christian idea. Forgive yourself and forgive other people. Well, apparently this does have a extremely high vibration, this forgiveness business. Worth looking into, so I'm going to work on myself. Forgiving yourself and forgiving other people. Apparently there's some divine dispensation when we do this. It's not some fluffy hippie thing. It's actually an incredibly powerful thing which can set us free and sort most things out. What else have I learned? Well, the moon isn't the moon. It's a full moon tomorrow. I haven't got the moon up at the moment. And the moon isn't the moon. It's not a moon. That's worth looking up. It's a bit like the Death Star by all accounts. It's a space station. If you look up, Plato 2,000 years ago wrote, and I quote, in the time before the moon. Really? That's worth looking up. The Americans bombed the moon in the 1970s with lots of TNT. They blew up, planted bombs on the moon, and it rang like a bell for 3 days, indicating it's hollow. No other moon. There's about 100 different moons in the solar system. Jupiter's got 30 odd, Saturn's got 20 odd. None of them just show one side. None of them cause an eclipse. It's, again, a bit far out, a bit much to take, but apparently the moon is not the moon. We have scientific studies. Vasily and Cherkov, the Russians, concluded this. The moon is not a planet. The sun is not on fire. It's an electromagnetic frequency coming off there. Apparently people live inside the sun, would you believe? Very far out concepts to take on board. Now, one thing I've learned over the years is about the Zechariah stitching. People maybe have looked up the Sumerian tablets, and this man, Zechariah stitching, translated the Sumerian text, one of the oldest books in the world. And he gave us this story that there's aliens came here a long time ago and made humans into slaves to mine gold when their own workers rebelled. Probably some very, very long ago, Bobby Ascousius, members paying conditions, not mining the gold anymore. However, new information has come to light that, surprise, surprise, Mr. Stitching is one of them. Babylon Bilderberger Group, one of these people, and it's all misinformation. And what I've learned is it's actually the opposite. We're told about Enki and Enlil, the descendants of the god Anu, came here. The basic idea is correct, that there's some alien intervention, of course, and we really need to get our head around this, because pretty soon they're going to say there's an alien invasion going on. Honestly, wait for it, you heard it here first. Project Bluebeam's been promoted for about 20 years. The idea that the aliens are going to come, and we need a one world army, a one world government to fight them. So watch this space. Apparently they are turning up, but they are benign and here to help us. So they say a lot of cosmic concepts. And the idea is we are not born as slaves. Apparently we humans are galactic royalty. There's a good term. Scouts say we're European royalty, the fuzzy. All humans are galactic royalty, apparently. And we are designed to be the most powerful beings in the multiverse, because we have our DNA a mix of all the Syrians and the Pleiadians and all of these cosmic people apparently rolled into one. And one day, rather soon, because of this solar flash that's coming, get on with it, son, we'll be on the cloud. Apparently we're all going to beam up to a new world, a new Earth, where everything is okay. So they say a bit far out. So if, like me, you've been taken in by this Zechariah stitching, apparently not true at all. Enki is the bad guy, and his son Marduk is what we would call Baal or Belial or Satan, really. And this is who all the sacrifices have been to. A lot of information coming out about this very shortly. about the millions, and I say millions, of children who are disappeared, who simply aren't here anymore. There's 1.2 million children in Britain missing. I'll have you know, where have they gone? Well, no. This kind of thing. And Enlil, apparently, is the good guy. This is Zeus or Lord Krishna in different religions. And here's the thing for you. Enlil, the good guy, was sent off on a mission to get this, fight AI in another part of the universe. Artificial intelligence is not invented by Google. Artificial intelligence, AI, is alien intelligence, which has been around for billions and billions of years. A lot of people said about AI being the greatest threat to humanity. Not just that, it's the greatest threat to all life, anywhere in this universe or elsewhere, and has caused untold chaos and carnage everywhere it goes, apparently. A lot of what you see in the Marvel comics about the destroyer of worlds is based, apparently, all on this. Stan Lee was an insider who's telling people. And that we do, on one level, have these superhuman powers to fly and all the rest of it. Because after all, we're only using 4% of our brain. Imagine when you're using 100%, or even close to that. Imagine being 20 or 30 times more intelligent than you are now. Surely you'll be able to do stuff. So all this is coming soon. Apparently there's a lot of disclosure in the new Marvel films that are coming out. Doctor Strange, for example, telling you really how it is. This is not just pretend. They often put things in films just to get the concepts out there. So all's going to be well. We're not to be concerned. And this flash from the sun is going to wipe out the nanites and nanotechnology in the vaccine inside us and all the rest of it. So apparently it's all on you, son, to sort it out. So they do say there's a new world coming very shortly. Things are going to change. Free energy, machines, healing modalities, and what we would call miracles are going to be an everyday occurrence. Well, get on with it and bring it on. What else? That's probably enough to be getting on with. These are things I've been told, but just to be humble, I didn't know that was called a field, or that was called a tree, or this is called a camera, until someone told me. All these things are just things I've learned from someone else. Now and again I have my own original thoughts, which when that comes along I'll let you know. This is all left brain logical, scientific stuff apparently. So there we go. One love, ta for watching. Big love.